What's up, chat? Diamond Lynxx here. I got my hands on all three Fortnite Foundation comics. Got the original, cover, the premium, well, one of the variants, and then the premium variant. Before we get into this, hit that like button, sub button, follow button. Diamond Lynxx on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I hate to open them, but I gotta open at least one of them, so I always pick the lesser cover. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not like a variant or premium, so I also don't know how to like properly open it, but I try and do the least damage to the top as I can. I like to open it in the video too now. Come on. Come on, buddy. Do I need the light on? Looks pretty good with it. Alright. Let's go. Snyder, Gage, Mustard, Hickson, and Stevens. Those are like the artists and authors. You got signatures here that I cannot make out. Oh wow, that looks really good. Shit. What am I doing wrong? Maybe a closer camera. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Alright. I mean, it's hard to read because I have my microphone in front of me, and then the book. Yeah, it's a mess. But let's go. Here we go. Metropolis. I'll be there as soon as I can. Superman, do not let anyone go through that rift. Easy for you to say. Foundation. Waboom. You gotta love those old school sound effects in comic books. I don't just mean them, I mean you. I'm speaking from experience. If you get too close, it exerts a gravitational pull. You'll end up in a world where you lose your memory, your power of speech, and I suspect your metahuman abilities. If that's the case, Batman, shouldn't we be encouraging them to enter? Hera knows it would solve a lot of problems. A lot of our problems. I might agree, Diana, except the very fact that they're trying to get it tells me it's crucial to stop them. Crucial we stop them. It sounds like most are just shock troopers trying to clear a way for the one who planned this. I assume it's who I'd expect. Flash, here you'd assume correctly. Swarm, one spot. Swarm one spot. We don't need to beat them. Just break through their defenses. But Lex Luthor is not the only one. And you're going to like who the other ringleader is. He's supposed to be dead. But the Batman who laughs obviously considers the laws of nature optional. At least he does seem to be omnipotent anymore. He doesn't seem to be omnipotent anymore. I'm surprised I can pronounce that word. If you like that, here's Batarang. If you think mere batarangs will stop the mighty plastic man, then what the... It's an acetone of my own making. Eel. What the fuck? I've killed you with it before on many worlds. It dissolves your musculature, but preserves your nerves, so you'll actually get to feel yourself dissolve. Need a... Jesus Christ. Was... As he was in death metal. Oh. Katie Kerrang Kubert. Kubert? I don't know. This angle looks really good. Get Plastic Man out of here. Get out of there fast. I've never believed we'd see the last of that monster. He and Luthor were enemies. Not long ago. To join forces, they'll be anticipating a significant reward on the other side of what? On the other side of... Wait, I'm picking up the energy from the 0 point. What's on the other side of the rift? But it's not coming from Metropolis. There are traces here in Gotham. I'll need to check it out. Your rift could be a decoy, or just one front in a multi-pronged attack. Can you hold out for the time being? This is a really nice scene. Of course I can. We're the Justice League. But, hurry. Where are your energy traces coming from? Yo, that's a dope scene. Just take a minute to take that all in. Gotham Harbor, minutes ago. Where? Diagnostic armor self-repair complete. Location reality NF 1935 or 1935, whichever you prefer. Physical evaluation, residual concussion effects, some disorientation expected. I like the change of text box. Summarize recent events. My short-term memory is foggy. You were in reality 0. The 0 point was breaking down. You created a structure around it and closing it within a spire that protected the 0 point, allowing it to heal and realign. It's coming back to me. How did I end up here? Unknown. Some sort of disruption, possibly an attack on the 0 point, ejected you into this reality. Shall I analyze local conditions? No, I won't be here long. This is all just noise. I need to reach the 0 point before it falls into the wrong hands. And I need to do that fast. Nothing and no one can be allowed to get in my way. You're going to tell me who you are, how you got here, and what you think you're doing in my city. I'm the Foundation, and I have no time for you or your filthy city. Seriously, do you know how much stronger my propulsion systems are than... Irk. Vroom. Oh, yo, that's badass. He hooked him up to the Batmobile. Should we start again? They're also provincial. Let's. Thinking their own little world, their one tiny corner of it, is so important. Let's finish it quickly. When it's just a tiny fragment of something infinite. So confident in your superior technology. It's a mistake to dismiss mine. Zaps him with the batarang. Quite the opposite. Each singular entity is an endless source of possibilities, which is itself the problem. They don't see the big picture. You think you're safe in that suit protected, but it's built like a human, which gives it weaknesses, pressure points, and I think I figured you out. I think I figured out where its source of power is. The long view, how could they? That's really OG Batman look. I can't let them distract me. This armor has kept me alive in its infinite realities in the nothing beyond them. It doesn't break easily. Let's see if you do. Difficult as that may be. Then your suit's life support. Obsess over one grain of sand and you'll forget that there's a desert. I have to be ruthlessly focused on the goal. You depend on it. You're not omnipotent. You just think you are. The researchers can dwell on the suffering of a mouse. So you consider being like me, insects, rats to be run through a maze? Your sick island. There's a bigger goal, a grander purpose, alright? I like the word grandeur, so I tossed it in there. But there are people here you underestimate at your peril. And yet, the mouse's contribution can still be crucial. If I reach your precious 0 point, so can they. And what they do with it will be. You know about the 0 point? You've been there? Recently. If you don't know what I'm guessing, you're not part of the organization that manipulates the island. No, they're called the Imagined Order, IO. And it's safe to say we're enemies. Well, we have a saying about here about the enemies of one's enemies. I'll listen to you if you'll listen to me. And a mouse that chews through the right wire can bring down an entire power grid. Alright, talk, but make it fast. And somewhere away from your local authorities. I'd prefer not to hurt them. Follow me. I lead a group, the 7. Our goal is to stop the Order, liberate the 0 point, and destroy the loop. Do you know what that is? Too well. I was pulled through a rift and landed there. I barely managed to escape it. And you returned home? That is a rare feat. You gotta read... Oh, I think that's like an author note. You gotta read Batman Fortnite 0 point already. Okay, yeah, that's like an author note. It's not part of the text. What the Imagined Order are doing to the 0 point isn't natural. They're not just messing with the lives of countless sentient beings, but they're threatening the balance of the omniverse itself. To them, it's all worth it in their pursuit of knowledge and power. There's a new rift here in a city called Metropolis. My friends are trying to keep madmen and megalomaniacs from entering it. And I haven't earned each other's trust. You and I haven't earned each other's trust. But we do have time to. I was on my way there when I detected your energy signature. I theorize you were responsible for the rift, but if what you say is true, you've got as much reason as I do to want it closed. Be warned, I'm not letting you out of my sight. One false move, and we finish our fight once and for all. The feeling is mutual. Now take me to this metropolis. We all have roles we can play. If you want to identify what they are, you'll get more done. Together, than alone. A lot of ads in here. Wonder Woman. Later. So the explosives I set the 0 point. So the explosives I set in the 0 point chamber close the Gotham Rift. That won't work with this new one. And why should I believe that? Because I've been studying the 0 point and the Omniverse longer than you've been alive. If you're going to question, I apologize. The order hoarding knowledge is part of the problem. Even if you work for them, there's no harm in me telling you. You think I work for them? Most who do not even realize it. But never mind that. It's important that you understand this. In the beginning, there was nothing. Then a burst of pure creation, the 0 point sprang into being. Here we call that the Big Bang. It's how our universe came to exist. Not just your universe. Countless realities originated from the 0 point. Each its own universe, its own multiverse. Ordinarily, these realities would rarely, if ever, intersect. But the imagined order has been manipulating the 0 point for a long time, using it to tamper with realities. Change the course of their development drastically, often disastrously, and traveling to and from them. Mostly this is done through what I call a pure portal, originating from the 0 point itself, which remains linked to all realities. That's what you used. A pure portal can be closed at the source. Opening a sideways rift between two distinct realities is far more difficult. The order only recently learned. How recently? These have to heal naturally, which takes time, or be closed from both sides at once. Is it the sideways that we got this season? That's pretty dope tie-in between seasons. We've reached Metropolis. Be alert for hostiles. Batwing maintain hover mode. My readings show this rift leads to reality 0. Mine too, but not the 0 point directly, rather the island itself. Why would they do that when opening a pure portal? It's easier. I cut off their access to the 0 point by forming a spy around it, and a sideways rift is their only option. I see. Well, it broke through your spire in order to come here. Most of the order has fled the island and the bridge. This must be their attempt to return and re-establish control. They were using me the whole time. Cat, if I'd known. No point in reminiscing. No point in recriminations. Now, if we have to stop them, start by closing the rift. But if someone has to do it from that side, won't they lose their memory on arrival? Not until the loop that's in progress when they get there ends. But even then, my suit will protect me. I'll seal that side. You see to this one. I'll use my armor. You'll need this. But it's crucial we fire at the same time. What in the 17 seas? But if you focus too much on untrustworthy allies, you can lose sight of known enemies. the hell is that thing? That's chemo. I think it's chemo. I hope it's not chemo. That's chemo. He's made of toxic waste, which we want to stay inside of him. So don't pierce his shell. Fascinating. I believe I have a solution. Batman, glad you made it. Who's your friend? He's not my friend, Hawkman. But I hope he's our enemy's enemy, because he's the only one I've heard offer a way to end this. And enemies can be an even bigger distraction if you let them. After all this time, you'd think I'd remember that. Individual battles, even wars, mean nothing. There are countless others living and dying every minute on countless different worlds. I've got to suppress my instinct to get involved. Because without the 0 point, none of it matters. Oh. Shit, they're throwing out all the stops, like Justice League, everybody. And the idea of anyone else controlling it is unthinkable. You're new. You were headed for the rift. So am I. Help me clear a path and I'll pay you whatever you want. Or I could kill you. Your call. Just decide fast. I'm a busy man. Is that Luthor? Not sure who that is. Anyway. Of course there's no shortage of others who feel the same exact way. Here's my answer. Predictable. Your armor's impressive. Who made it? Me, of course. Well, I designed it. I've got help for the actual labor. A sealed environment like mine and almost as advanced. Ha, I'd say more advanced based on your ineffectual shields. Well, I've diverted power from my shields to do this. No. You counted on your armor to protect you from the effects of the loop, but I think you know what'll happen if you go through the rift now. Run back to your help. It's just a matter of wanting it more and doing whatever it takes to reach it. Well, that's Hot Girl now. Foundation to Batman, are you receiving? The perimeter's being pushed closer to the rift, and I can only guess at who's on our side. We need to do this fast. Here, the Batwing's failing. It'll need your help to get into position. Hold on. That clay creature I just saw is a shape changer. Can't fall for our trap. Analyze. Voice print, facial structure, biomarks. Identification with 98% certainty. Designate Batman. DNA analysis complete. Identification certainty 100%. I can get you close to the rift, Batman, but how will you stay aloft? I have a plan for that. What is that? Funny you should ask. Then again, if you'll stop at nothing. The same goes for your rivals. Ha. Don't blame your tech. I am the real Batman after all. Same voice, face, same genetics. Poor machines couldn't tell the difference. Anyway, thanks for the ride. I'm giving you 5 stars. Batman, to the Foundation. My comms are being jammed. Do you read? That's not me. In the end, the weak will fall away. And you'll find out who your real competition is. Batman, he tricked me. He's caught the Griff's gravitational pull. Superman, see if you can. No, it's too risky. I'll deal with him and seal the rift from my side. Focus on the task, wait for my signal. Don't underestimate the Batman who laughs. He's me with no restraint. I underestimated you once, won't happen again. The Batman who laughs will not leave reality zero. Promises. In the end, it will come down to those who've earned the right to be in the final battle. The contest only one walks away from. Batman, do you read? Choppy, but yes, standing by for your signal. Give me a moment to calibrate. The storm's closing in, but that's good. Its energy will enhance our blast. Status of who laughs? He's experienced the forces of the rift, unshielded. Then I drove him to the ground at subsonic speed. He's not a concern. The Foundation respond. Found. I know you're disappointed. You thought you were getting a boring version of me. You've become team-up buddies. The world's lamest. But me, I'm far more fun. You'll see soon enough. You won't even remember what your life was like before I came around. He pierces his helmet with his spiked crown. Didn't think I could do that, did you? See, my visor's made of a special kind of metal. As special as they come. Armor integrity, compromise, self-repair initiated. Point is, I figured out your armor's a contained environment sealed off from the outside. Or was it? Time to repair, 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Would have protected you from losing your memory here, but now, in about, a minute, you're just another mindless shell. Everything you are, your whole story, gone. Poof. Which, and I'm making an educated guess here, but I'm pretty good at this. Lots of practice. It's your greatest fear. Ha 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 ha. The one who will risk everything to win. And when that moment comes, this is already my greatest fear. All available power diverted to gauntlets. I live it every day, knowing the 0 point is in the hands of Gino. Warning, self-repair delayed until power is rerouted. And I'll be damned if I let the likes of you deny me the chance of putting it right. Power to self-repair restored. Time to self-repair completion, 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Time to loop reset, 7 seconds. Batman, trigger it now. Now. You can't hesitate for a second. He hits the thing, swash, actually. Plan B it is. At least I'm rid of the troublesome clown. That troublesome clown. Everyone with active warrants, which is to say all of you, I suggest you find more hospitable surroundings. You'll be paid the usual way. To skip to they're in Metropolis. Yeah, the force field's giving, but they'll be gone by the time we break through. We'll get Luthor, at least bring him to account. For what? I know the statute and federal statutes by heart. Trying to enter a tear in reality isn't a crime. Statutes, not statues. And on my comms, it sounded like you attacked him first. Well, I'll be darned. Is everything okay? It's not like you to admit defeat. We sealed the rift. I'm scared he is the Batman who laughs or something. We sealed the rift. The Foundation did its part, which suggests he won. That means the Batman who laughs is stranded in the loop, his memory wiped. It's likely one of the few prisons in existence that can hold them. Anyone he kills will live again in a matter of minutes. And he won't remember who he is or where he comes from. That's a win I'll take. And if it pays off, it will have been worth it. Analysis. As the last organic sentient entity positioned at the center of the storm, you have escaped the loop again. You may move freely about the island. Visor will fully self-repair in 4 minutes 36 seconds. That was closer than I should have been. That was closer than it should have been. But it worked out well. I wonder how the Batman... No, I just gotta stay focused, find Jones, determine how much of the island the Order has retaken, and how much they learned about our plans to destroy them once and for all. Nothing else that just happened is important now. The loop. Well, that worked out better than I planned. Now let's have some fun. That wet blanket, Lex kept harping on the risk. But it was a calculated one. He killed Tomato Man. Tomato Head. My visor's made of the World Forge, a cosmic metal from the dawn of creation used to shape new realities. Not exactly what the 0 point is, but close enough to protect me from losing my memory in the loop. Nice. I wonder if it'll also stop snapshots of me being created. Oh well. If not, we can form a very Natalie dressed conga line. That armored stiff really thinks he beat me? Ha. I flop so convincingly. I should join an Italian soccer team. I knew that was coming. It was a tad bit embarrassing. Not ideal for the Batman always wins branding. Oh well. I'll probably see him again. I mean, we've both got our eyes on the same prize. Anyway, he was just a means to an end. Now the fun really begins. I've devoted my life to corrupting different universes, but until now, they were all variations on the same one. With the 0 point, the possibilities are infinite. I won't be limited to one multiverse anymore. Oh no. This island, the loop, the 0 point, and every reality is linked to. I can put my very special touch on all of them. The end for now. I've been going on and on about how this wouldn't be the only book. There'd be multiple. Here's an ad for Suicide Squad, which is on DVD starting yesterday. Yeah, but it's comic 1, so you know there has to be more. We're just getting started. I don't know if they're going to do another 6-issue miniseries, but stay tuned. As always, hit that like button, sub button, follow button. Diamond Lynxx on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can donate bits and sub to my Twitch. Check out all my other videos. Check out my Twitter. Check me out on Twitch. Links out. Peace.